Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. If you look at this Bronco defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On second down, Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. She'll give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Dolphins are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
22 yards there, a first down.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro at Tyreek Hill.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
2 yards on
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll buy some time right. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. A give left side. Here's H.A. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon H.A. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Young will set to throw. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Young. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Second and 11 now. Now Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. H.A. on 1st and 10. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tua sets up to pass it. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that flag accepted. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. A give up the middle to H.A. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Here now, 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Elijah Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Young on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 42-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. And a completion to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Meanwhile, Tua's a throw completed to Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They go back to the ground game with A-Chain.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. And Wilson with it, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Young looks to throw on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4. Now Young. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They go play action. Young. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On the double.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Young. That is caught, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
It'll be Young again. Right side, it's Handler pulling it in. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
22 needle. Ready?
Now Young. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That caught by Trimble. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Young now from the 50. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And all the way home for a Bronco score. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Young. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Third down, Young from the gun. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here comes Berrios. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. On play action, here's Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A-Chain now up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. On the draw, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as a tackle made at the 18.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
20 TH.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Now Tua. Open man is Higgins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 39. Sanders' kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Broncos.
Bang.
Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Dolphins.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
9 on the play. But it brings up 4th down.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
It's A-Chain on the give. 170 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's A-Chain.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Jump on 3, kick. Jump on 3, kick.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Switch, yellow.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Meanwhile, Young's throw there complete to Hamler.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Ready. Clock, 10. Hut.
Off the play fake, Young.
This will be caught. Judy.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here is Young. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One last shot for Young. Under pressure, they got him again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their